Hello everyone, my name is Sudhir. So today I'm going to teach you the topic like running some WAR files through Docker. So first of all, so let me take first of all, so we need to deploy one web application. One web application. So how to deploy this web application? So we need to write code and we need to create a package as a WAR file. So this is WAR file. So to create WAR file, we can use front-end technologies as well as back-end technologies as well as Spring Boot kind of things. Spring Boot kind of thing. So depending upon these three things, we'll create some source code. We'll create source code. Now, this source code we are making as a package by using Maven. So using Maven, we will generate with a code like mn clean package. So by applying this goal, we will generate var file. So in this video, I'm not at all going to teach that one. So already have a var file. Okay, now in this video, I'm going to teach you about like how to create Docker container and how to deploy in the Docker container. Okay, so this is like var file. So coming to first of all, to run this var file, we need a Tomcat server, but taking like Tomcat, we'll have few options in Tomcat web application server. So we are using Docker to run the this var file. So to run the Docker and to have this var file, we should have a server, right? We should have a server. So in the server only, we will install Docker, we will install Tomcat, we will copy this var file, and we will run this var file. Okay. So we need a server, and similarly, we need a Docker Hub account. So why we need a Docker Hub? Because see, in the Docker, the process is like after installing, we need to create image. So after creating the image, we need to run the container. Okay. So it is always not good that if you are maintaining images in our local repository, definitely it's not good. So we should maintain Docker Hub. So generally enterprise Docker enterprise is there. So like all the IT companies will use each Docker Hub for their company, but for us we are taking like public hub only as well as public repository only. So we are storing this image into that Docker Hub, and whenever we want, we can retrieve from the Docker Hub. So Docker Hub, why it is needed to image store, okay, to store the image, okay, to store the image. So, first of all, we need a server because we should install Docker. We should run. We need to run the application, right? We need to run the var file, right? So to run the var file, we need a server. So server we are taking from AWS. So AWS. So here it is there. So launch instance. So like I'm taking just Ubuntu server. Why it is Ubuntu means Ubuntu easily we can able to install Docker. Like Git added advantage like Git is already installed in the Ubuntu server. So like commands also very easy in the compared to Red Hat or Amazon Linux. Ubuntu is best for the Docker. So Ubuntu I'm taking. So here, see first of all, you need to create the AWS account. So AWS is offering almost 6 months free trial. If you are a student, they are offering 1 year free trial. So you can create AWS account. You need to give proper mail ID, proper phone number, and proper bank details. they will charge only 2 rupees. After after 1 day they will refund that amount also, so it is completely free. So you can take the AWS account and you can explore AWS. So in this AWS, we need to go to the module like EC2. So EC2 means Elastic Cloud Computing. So in that EC2 Elastic Cloud Computing, we need to take Ubuntu server. So launch instance. Okay, you have already seen that one. So launch instance. So after launching instance, this page will come. Okay, so this is next ubuntu. Next, this is t2 micro. So in free tier, t2 micro is available. If you want more kind of things, t2 medium is there. The specifications and the capacity, cpu, memory, everything will be increased. So t2 micro is sufficient to run a docker container, because we are running only one or two containers only. So key pair name, so already I have a key pair, so I'm taking that key pair only. So these network settings and all we can later on modify it. So launch instance. So I'm launching. Okay, so instance is done. Now you can refresh it. So here it is there, ubuntu. Okay, ubuntu. So once after, here the instance state should be in running condition to connect to this instance. Okay, so it is in running state. So connect. So copy this one. Okay, this command, ssh client, and this one. Okay, now we can able to ssh to this server. So open Mobaxter. So you can download Mobaxter also. You need to download Mobaxter, or Putty you can download. SSH tool, proper SSH tool you need to download, as well as if some files you need to transfer from the your local machine to the server, you need to WinSCPR FileZilla. Okay, that depends on your criteria. So now see, in this folder I have my PAM file. So based on this PAM file, I can able to connect to the machine. Okay, so this linux.pam is there now, so that is the PAM file. So now I have successfully logged into the machine. So you can see no file is there. Okay, so you can switch to root user, sudo su hyphen. So after switching root user, see, nothing, no file is there. Okay, you can check the specifications. Okay, so here we have like 627. Okay, not 1 GB. So they have taken to install Linux, to install Ubuntu Linux, they have taken some memory. So this is around, we are getting like so here like see, 10 GB they will give generally. So in that one, 6.2 GB is available. Okay, so RAM is almost 627 MB is there, as well as 6.2 GB system storage is there. Now coming to installation. So here no need to do any kind of thing. So simply docker info, just execute this command. So already Ubuntu is suggesting some commands to install Docker. Okay, it is saying like Docker is not found. You can install with this command. So Ubuntu suggestion is there, whereas in Red Hat as well as in Amazon Linux, these kind of things are not there. Okay, so I am going to install with this command snap install Docker. So now Docker is installed in my system. Okay, now Docker is installed in my system. So basically Docker commands are like Docker info, Docker version, Docker images, kind of things are there. Okay, so Docker info you can see once, Docker info. So here they will give all the details regarding Docker, like how many containers are running, how many containers are stopped, images, version, everything is there. So few docker commands are like docker, few docker commands are like docker images. So no image is there, and similarly image ls also you can take. So no image is there, as well as docker ps is there to run the to see the okay any what do you call any containers are there you can see. Okay, all stopped containers, all the things docker ps hyphen a. So sorry, docker ps, sorry. So docker ps. So to see the containers, docker ps is there, and to see all stopped and all stopped containers. So this one. So in our mission, in this server, there are no images, there are no containers. So you need to create image as well as container. Okay. So here, what I'm doing is like first of all, if you want to create image, you should have you should have Docker file. You should have Docker file. So in this one, I have Docker file. So like this. So okay. So I will explain. So VI. So this is the editor. So Docker file. So VI Docker file. So here you need to go to insert mode. After this one. Here it is showing like from Tomcat. So it is taking Tomcat image. Okay. Docker is maintaining all the okay all these web application software, Tomcat, WebLogic, all these things. Docker is maintaining one images. Okay, as images. So we are from means like we are downloading the image from the Docker main hub repository. So this is from so we are okay. So we are um, downloading this image, as well as we are copying this WAR file into after downloading Tomcat. You will have web apps folder. So in this web app folder it is copying, so that what is happening. So if you are copying this WAR file, this is a source code, this is a package. So we are copying this source code, this is this package in the web apps folder. So obviously Tomcat will run on 8080, like depends on the port. So default port is 8080, so we can run this by using default port. Okay. So now I don't have any source code in this one. So first of all, I should have a source code management tool like Git. So in the Git, I will write the source code. After writing all the source code, see, first of all, we need to write source code. Okay, source code. Step one is source code by using SCM tools. So like Git, GitHub, these kind of things. After writing this source code, okay, we need to create package by using Maven. Package by Maven. So after creating the package, Maven clean package, Maven clean package. So we need to deploy that package into our server. Okay. So okay. So like that, we can um, uh, we can create a package, and we can able to copy that package in the Tomcat web apps folder. So we can run the WAR file. We can run the web application. So now what I'm doing is like I'm logging into the main Docker hub. Okay. So like Docker login hyphen u. So here I have a general command. So like this is the password. So So I have successfully logged into Docker Hub. So that is a public thing only. That is a public repository only. That's not a company's Docker. So like I have like only one or two images only images. So I have successfully logged in. Now I can able to see with the Docker file. I can able to create like Docker build, Docker build hyphen t. Okay, my image name maybe like this is my username, something like this one. This is building the image based on the Docker file in the current repository. So dot. Okay. So like that, I can build the image, and from the image I can run the container. But anyway, I log in into main Docker Hub. So I am running the container. I am running the web application from there only. So see here, if you are seeing, this is my, so this is my Docker Hub. So in that Docker Hub, I'm having this repository. So I'm copying this repository. Okay. So Docker run hyphen d. This is detached mode. Hyphen name. I'm just giving like container. Okay. You can give like any kind of name. So here we need to give container name. So after that you need to give port mapping. So this is the like local port. From the Docker architecture, you come to know, you'll understand that first 8080 and second 8080 is the Tomcat port. Okay, so Docker run hyphen d in detached mode. The problem with attaching mode is like if you stop the server, automatically the application also will stop. But if you are running your container in detached mode, so even if you log out of the server, even then also web application will be working. So I'm taking like I have already copied that one, this one. So here is saying like unable to find image locally. So we didn't create any kind of image locally. So what it is taking? It is taking um, image from the Docker Hub. It is taking image from the Docker Hub. Okay, so it is pulling the image. So okay, so completed. So here what I can do, so to access this web application, again I need to go to aws. So why aws means like we have taken this server, right, ubuntu server. So in this security you need to change the option. So in this security you need to change the option like, okay, so all traffic anywhere, all traffic anywhere from ipv6. So save rules. So I have saved the rules. So this is ubuntu. So this is the public. So you need to access this with public ip. So this is public ip. So paste hash. I have kept the name maven web application. Okay, something like this. See, first came. So see, first of all, if you are pasting public ip is to 8080, then it is the right only. Okay, if you are giving that context path of the application slash maven web application. So this and all mentioned in pom.xml. So we are creating the package, right? So the default package will be stored in here in the manager app. Okay, it will be stored. That is different process via Tomcat. This is different process via Docker. So this one. Okay. So package by Maven we have created. Okay, and we have created Docker image docker image, and we have uploaded that image, uploaded into docker hub, uploaded in docker hub. Next step 4 is simply if you are maintaining all images, okay, in docker hub, then you can easily run the container. So running container from image which is available in docker hub. So docker image, docker hub image. Okay, so what command we have used for this one? Docker all smalls docker run hyphen detached mode. Okay, in detached mode you need to give this one hyphen name. So you can mention like container name. Okay, and hyphen p 8080 is a port, default port, and you need to give docker. Okay, my docker username with, okay, with the repository name. So like Joe is a repository name, one is a tag name. Okay, so like this you can give and you can run the container. After running the container, you need to take public IP from AWS and you need to give permissions. Okay, inbound rules you need to change it, and 8080 is the default port number, slash context path is maven web application. Okay, so like this you can access via internet. Thank you everyone.